Hey guys!
How's it going? Welcome to another episode of Just Forget About It, also known as JFAT. This is episode 17, and I'm calling this episode Americanitis. Alright, let's get right into it. As a disclaimer, I'd like to open this by saying this is for informational purposes only. Only. Oh my god, was the voice changer on this whole time?
Only.
So now that I've made it clear that this is for informational purposes only, I just want everyone to know all of this is public information that I'm going to share today. And this is public information and knowledge available for all of us to attain. I just want to spark the interest of thought to this and put it into a high level summary for you guys. And I hope you guys will allow me to do that on this 17th episode of Just Forget About It, Americanitis. All right. So, Americanitis was a coined mental condition during the 1800s that was believed by a Hungarian psychiatrist to be the cause of diseases in the body responsible for high blood pressure, hardening of the arteries, heart attacks, even mental disorders. So, Americanitis essentially was a mental disorder of people being overworked and without proper rest or resources to regain momentum to sustain or be resilient, so to speak. So, similarly, Americanitis had a cousin by the name of, I just looked this up, neurasthenia. Now that's spelled Neurasthenia. And this was also a mental condition that is defined as mental exhaustion that manifests in physical forms that typically required rest, right? According to the National Library of Medicine, this condition left the realms of medical diagnosis by 1920. These were then replaced by other mental illnesses like psychosis and depression. I found this to be rather interesting. Now I know you guys are like, okay, what is Americanitis? What is neurasthenia? What does Americanitis and neurasthenia have to do with today? Now, let me just be clear. There's a few stipulations to these conditions during the 1800s. These two conditions only applied to upper class, mainly white citizens. It was not applicable to people of color or people of lower economical status. They weren't believed to have a brain privy to these conditions. However, with the consecutive changes in life and in society, I believe there is still positive we can draw from this, with most, if not all of us, bearing witness to the rise and fall of the pandemic and changes in societal structures, price and fluctuations, and the many, many lives that we lost during the pandemic. We have been able to open back up. Now, the correlation between opening back up Americanitis and their cousin condition is, with things becoming obsolete and changing and going in and out of society, I want us to be reminded that as things evolve and change around us, so should we. And we should be using this sentiment in our day-to-day when it comes to tackling challenges. And I mean real life challenges. I'm not trying to be rainbow and buttercups on you guys. When I talk about this, I'm tagging back on episode 16, Scarcity Mindset Shattered, where your attitude really determines your latitude. And I do believe that. I do believe, you heard the phone, guys. It went doo-doo-doo. I do believe that the way that we think about things ultimately determines what cards we get handed in life. Now, certain things and certain systems are in place for it to be difficult or more difficult for others, but it's not impossible. Now, I'm going off on a tangent. I'm not even reading what I have on these cards. But anyway, the opening back up of our lives and being open back to changes, to correction, to growth, to progression, and maybe even revisiting for reflection of things that may have been hurtful, things that may have took the chip off of our shoulder, may have set us back, financially. Excuse my language. Try to keep it clean on Just Forget About It, but I was feeling that moment. And through this all, I feel like in recognizing things that have been obsolete, like Americanitis, and even the realization of society seeing that you do need a break. And although they have progressed these terms into something different, we should always keep this sentiment close to our hearts and know that we should be gentle with ourselves. We should be kind to ourselves, and we should feed our minds love, nurturing thoughts, consideration, time, and patience. So just as we all are knowing that the term Americanitis is now obsolete, as humans, we don't have to be until God stops the watch. Like the fall and the rise of the phoenix, we can create and subtract and evolve as we were created to. So be encouraged in this season and always. So until next time, J-Fed out. That was a stretch, y'all, but you feel me? Until next time, guys. Later.